They say enlightenment is priceless. But if I told you what we sell at Isha, you might start saving money. Yeah, we sell gochi from Kochi. And trust me, it's the most expensive thing you'll ever buy. Because you don't pay in money, you pay with your mind.
Welcome. Welcome to another episode of Sadhguru, as I see him. In this one, I'll answer one more question that keep getting a lot. A lot of people ask me when they know that I work here, what do you guys really do there? Isha, what do you guys sell? Is it some secret stuff or some high energy potion? and I have some time to reveal the answer. But we actually sell something even more potent, even more expensive, and that is pure organic silence. Yes, everybody looks at me puzzled, maybe just like few of you are, and that's where the real fun begins for me.
We have all been trained to chase noise. We live in a world that mistakes movement for meaning. We plug in to feel connected, but actually we are escaping. Some call it fun, some call it meme, some call it even peace, but it's just a curated noise with fancy packaging. Every day when we walk along the street, we judge some judge us back, but what we actually never see is what their silence speaks. And when the world keeps talking, you ignore the loudest noise of all, your own mind. You just let yourself loose in the banter and drift away. But some don't. Some never learn to run. They don't rush. They retreat, slow and steady, back to where everything began. Try this tonight. Find a corner in your room where you won't be disturbed. No chant, no phone, no music, nothing. Just sit there. Do nothing. Sit with your own thoughts and see how long you can last. I can bet most won't even be there for 5 minutes before you open your eyes. And the ones who do will come back and say it did nothing. And that's the whole point. We have been trained to expect a result for everything we do, but silence doesn't give result. It's a revelation. Silence reveals identity, your reality. In silence, you start to see your own noise, the chatter, the guilt, the past, the stories, all the things you thought you left behind suddenly sit right next to you because they were never gone. They were just drowned in volume. We keep saying, I am busy, I don't have time. But the truth is, you are scared of what will show up when time finally stops. So we fill every gap with a screen, a call, a reel, a game, any kind of distraction. We scroll not because there's something new to see, but because we are terrified of sitting with ourselves. Silence is not empty. Silence is a brutal mirror, and mirrors are sometimes uncomfortable. When you finally sit still and long enough, you meet yourself. Not the version you post on Instagram, not the one you practice in your office calls, not the one the world thinks you are. You meet you. The anger you carry, the love you never expressed, the wounds you pretend don't hurt, the dreams you buried because they felt impossible, the apology you still owe to yourself. In silence, everything becomes loud. The heart shouts. the mind becomes clear and the truth becomes unavoidable. And that's why most people get up, check their phone, turn on some music, open a chat, open Instagram, do something, anything to not feel closeness to themselves. Because silence is the only place where you cannot run. Silence doesn't promise comfort, silence promises honesty. And honesty is sometimes expensive because it costs you your own mask, your excuses, your performances. That's why silence is so expensive because it costs you yourself. The you that is unfiltered and unedited, like this. The you that exists before the world told you who to be. And if you have the courage to stay, if you have what it takes to sit longer, past the discomfort, past the noise, past the stories, you will find something there, something priceless, a version of you that is not running anymore. That is the real beginning, my friend. That is the real beginning.
In today's world, noise has become evidence of existence. Clubs, concerts, movies, travel trips, all these are now seen as proof of life. If you didn't post it, did it even happen? If no one reacted to it, do you even matter?
And then comes the silence. The silence which asks nothing, takes nothing, and promises nothing. Because silence is nothing. But that nothing is where everything begins. That's why when I say we sell the gochi from the Kochi, I mean we teach here the courage to face the silence, the real courage that you need to face yourself. And for that, you don't have to climb a mountain or join a course. Just close your eyes and listen to the sound of your own being. It's there, always has been. So, next time, when someone asks what we sell here, I hope you can tell them it's nothing, not emptiness, but the kind of nothing that makes everything clear.